The Legends Tour returns to the Jacobean and golfing splendour of the Hanbury Manor Marriot Golf and Country Club. We are just a little bit north of London for a brand new tournament. Hello and welcome to the Legends Tour Trophy, hosted by Simon Khan, and I'm delighted to say we are joined by the man himself. Simon, how does it feel to have your name up in lights as the host here?
I think the reality set in on Monday when I drove in and saw the build and saw the driveway and the flags, and I was like, blimey, yeah, this is real. And then obviously the logos and seeing everything else, and the setup's really great.
You had a brilliant career on the DP World Tour. What were your highlights?
You know, when I look back, I didn't get my card till I was 29, so then it was a late start. So, and then winning within the first sort of couple of years at Celtic Manor, that was a real highlight, because it sort of proves to you, as much as you sort of think you can do it, you've got to actually prove it. And you know, winning that playoff, that tournament was a huge thing. And then I had some, you know, really good years up until 2010. Obviously, winning at Wentworth was my biggest achievement. But Wentworth was always a place that I felt comfortable at and had a good record at.
And we're hoping you feel comfortable this week, Simon. You obviously have a level of expectation at being your home course. How do you manage that? How are you feeling going into this week?
Yeah, I try not to think of expectations and playing. I just, you know, it's going to be different, because there's going to be a lot of people I know here coming to watch, and friends and family, and you know, your sort of duties for the weeks. It feels a little bit maybe like I've got to do a little bit more today, but in a way that's quite nice. It's been quite a relaxed sort of build up for me. So yeah, hopefully the work I've done the last few weeks will carry me through.
Thanks, Simon. We're looking forward to a brilliant week, and we'll have more from our host shortly. We're nearly halfway through the season, and the current MCB Road to Mauritius looks like this. Peter Baker has jumped to second with his second win of the season at the JCB Championship. He's tucked in behind Alex Chaker. Let's hear from the Englishman.
You know, week in and week out, it's really strong. But obviously, with the added sort of American players, Champions Tour players, it was a little bit tougher and a bit more depth in the field. So yeah, really special to win against, you know, Ernie and VJ and Clarkey. So you know, most of my career they've well and truly beaten me. So it's nice to get one back. I'd done a lot of work in the winter, and hopefully I thought, you know, hopefully have a better season, but you're never quite sure. And obviously get a bit of confidence, and it's all snowballed into a couple of wins, which I'm absolutely delighted about.
Hanbury Manor staged the DP World Tour 3 times in the late 1990s. Per-Ulrik Johansson, Lee Westwood and Darren Clark were the winners. It also came back 3 years ago, where Andy Sullivan lifted the trophy. As well as that, it's hosted the Legends Tour on 4 occasions, most recently in 2019. The golf course itself was originally designed by Harry Varden, and in the 1990s it was sympathetically redesigned by Jack Nicklaus II. But let's learn more about the layout with the man who knows it better than most. Simon Khan is with Rachel.
We're going to play the 17th hole here at Hanbury Manor, par 5. Talk us through the tee shot, Simon.
It is a bit of risk and reward, so the tee shot can get quite narrow.
Just like that, Simon.
You can actually make some good scoring on the front 9. You've seen that in the past on this course. There is chances on the back 9, but there is potential trouble as well. So I'll be hitting sort of more, maybe some freewoods off this 9, whereas pretty much every sort of longer hole over there, you're hitting driver.
Is it going to be safe? As long as it's dry. Yeah, we're cooking. Now this green in particular, how many tiers? 2 tiers.
2 tiers, and there's a little...
32 long.
If the pin's on the right, which it is today, it's not too bad a shot from over there. I'd rather that than the bunker shot, funny enough, yeah.
I think we've got this whole stuff, Simon, don't you?
I think so. Just
right.
got to do it now.
Let's have a nearest the pin.
OK, come on. Right, come
a little bit left to right? It looks a little, or is it pretty at it?
I think it's straight at it, pretty much.
Right, so square blade, weight left, and keep
moving. Come on, come round.
Kick left, Simon. What's going on there?
Bad caddying. Well played though,
Thank
really
you,
nice, really nice.
Right, let's go have a little look at yours.
OK. Yeah, pick a spot about 5 foot on and see if I can play one for you. Yeah.
That's a great shot.
About 5 foot, so I'm happy with that from there.
Simon, we both got birdie putts. Shall I give it a go?
Yeah, give it a go, Reg.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. Silky.
I'm taking that.
I'm regretting that now.
It's a good chance for birdie. Yes,
Okay.
lovely. Well done.
Thank
you so
Thanks,
much.
Rach.
Good
Thanks a
birdie
lot.
chance, 17.
I know.
Play well this week.
Thanks a lot. Cheers.
Let's see whose game suits this lovely layout. Here's what happened in the early rounds. Paul Eales is alongside Kit.
Tournament host Simon Khan had fantastic support and he gave them plenty to cheer about in the opening round. He saved par with this round-the-world putt on the 6th and played his final 11 holes in 4 under par to shoot a 68.
2021 Senior Open champion Stephen Dodd made 8 birdies in round 1 and he finished in style with this 3 on the 18th to start the week with a round of 6 under par.
Bradley Dredge only turned 50 on July the 6th and he made a stunning start to his 3rd Legends Tour event with an eagle at 1 and birdie at 2. This birdie at 17 and a par at 18 gave him a 67.
Manuel Canonica had a 68 in round 1 and he added another on day 2. He birdied 3 in a row from the 4th, including getting within inches of ace on the 6th and played the back 9 in 1 under.
Greg Hutchin finished round 1 with 5 birdies in his last 7 holes and he carried that momentum into day 2 with red numbers at 3 and 4. He sealed a 68 with a back 9 of 34 strokes.
Joachim Hegman had a bogey-free 66 on day 1 and this heck of an approach at the 13th set up his 4th birdie of round 2 and got him in sole possession of the lead on -10.
The 3-time DP World Tour winner dropped his first shot of the week on 15 and followed with another blemish at 16, but he recovered wonderfully with a birdie finish, this one finding the cup on 18. So Hegman has a 1-shot lead at 10 under par going into the final round with Hutchin in 2nd and Dodd, Dredge and Canonica tied 3rd.
Rather one ahead than one behind, and I'm happy to be in the last group so I can control the field and see what's going on. And from there on, there's a lot of good players, a lot of experience on top of this leaderboard at this time. I've seen Dredge is there for the first time, Dodd is there. It's going to be a heck of a game tomorrow, but I'm prepared and I'm ready and I'm playing well, so I'm looking forward to it.
The stage was set for an exciting final round and a couple of big names made early moves while the leader was still warming up. Two-time winner this season, Adilson de Silva, started the day just outside the top 10 and he hit this superb tee shot on the reachable par 4 first to set up a very good eagle opportunity. And the Brazilian hold it to jump to -5 straight out of the blocks. But he gave those shots back with bogeys at the 3rd and 6th holes to slip back outside the top 10. Last year's MCB Road to Mauritius #1 James Kingston made it 3 birdies in the first 4 holes by draining this lengthy effort on the 4th. That got the South African to 5 under par. Final group just getting ready to tee off behind me. Joachim Hegman said he was ready, prepared, looking forward to it after his 2nd round yesterday. The confidence is flowing in him, but what a chasing pack we've got behind him. It's going to be an exciting day here at Hanbury Manor. And it's Stephen Dodd with the honour in this final group, Paul.
Yes, it's a drivable par 4 the first hole. Doddy can certainly carry the bunker. Can he keep it on the green if he carries it? Oh, just another yard and he'd have been putting. Has that gone back in the trap?
Surely it must have done. Just a 3-wood for Hutchin.
Yeah, Greg likes to give it a bit of a rip. Needs to get this out the middle though, looking for a high carry down the left side. Oh, that's come off the bottom of the club. Can't make the distance, but he's okay. It'd be down in the little bank there, but that'll be a blind pitch up and over the bunker.
Yeah, so much dependent on the lie down there in the rough. And now the leader, Hegman, also opting for 3-wood.
Yeah, Larry can edit all sorts of shapes. He's gone with the little cut in there. Will it get the bounce and the chase up the little fairway that's front left here? Go on then. Oh, what a shot.
Yeah, just about 280 yards to that pin flying straight at it, and that's exactly what Hegman has done. Roger Chapman, 2-time senior major winner back in 2012.
There's nothing finer out on the Legends Tour than the action of Roger Chapman. Absolutely stunning over the years. And that wasn't bad, was it?
Absolutely superb judgment of the spin there. It did find its way back into the bunker.
Yeah, just watch the length of swing here. Plenty of pace on that. Chips out, and this is all running away from him. Go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Not an easy shot, depending on the lie, which we couldn't see, but that ball was always going to run away. Nice design, good pin position here on the first.
Oh, this is tricky for Dredge. Downslope, looks a little bit plugged as well.
It does again, length of swing, plenty of speed, down into the ball, and it's always going to come out running.
Done really well there. Dodd and Dredge played together for Wales in the 2005 WGC World Cup. They won it. Got the Welsh Dragon on the top of the leaderboards, but very much in competition today.
Yeah, not the best of pitches for Greg here, but a little left to righter. That's for an opening birdie. Well, he gave it a good run.
Feels like half a shot gone, that, doesn't it? It's really a par 3.5.
Yeah, definitely, Kit. Yeah.
So Dredge for birdie to move to 9 under par.
Straight in this one. He doesn't miss many of those, Bradley. A wonderful putter.
He's been really looking forward to turning 50 and getting out on the Legends Tour. Embracing, seeing old friends and getting competitive again. Chapman to join him with a birdie on the second.
Yeah, come on, Rog. He's not been too hot with the putter over the last couple of years, but that's a nice birdie 4. Gets his round off and running.
64 years old. It's remarkable he's still in contention and playing as well as he is these days, as we drop back to Dodd on the first for birdie.
Yeah, got the weighted grip there. You can see the long grip on the putter, and oh, in it goes, counterbalanced. Doddy's having some of that. What a good start.
Always seems to hold more than his fair share of putts whenever I watch him, Stephen Dodd. I don't know if that's always the case or I'm just a good luck charm. Greg Owen now to move to 5 under, double bogey 7 on 2. So needed that walking it in.
Yeah, did you notice his putter grip there? Didn't have his fingers wrapped around the grip on the right hand there. Experienced campaigner, good to see him back.
And Hegman for the ideal start for Eagle to get to 12 under at the first.
Going up the hill's got to hit it hard enough. Oh, he did. That was unlucky, wasn't it?
That caught a lot of the hole. But still, I think if you'd have given him a birdie at the first, stood on the opening tee today, he would have taken it, and that's exactly what the leader has done.
Yeah, Joey the caddy saying, well done, boss.
Hutchin hopefully just tidying up about 3 feet for his par.
Yeah, solid stuff. Spends a lot of time on the putting green, Greg.
That birdie opens up a 2-shot cushion for Hegman. Positive starts for the 2 Welshmen, Dredge and Dodd, who joined Hutchin in tied second on 9 under. Join us after the break for more from the Legends Tour Trophy, hosted by Simon Carr. Welcome back to the Legends Tour Trophy at Hanbury Manor. One player who's having a very consistent season with 3 top 10s and also has an excellent record at this venue with a couple of runners-up finishes on the Legends Tour and a top 10 on the DP World Tour is Scotland's Gary Orr. Gary, 3 top 10s this season. How satisfied are you with how it's going so far?
Yeah, I've been playing quite steadily, just looking to maybe have 3 good rounds. I haven't really managed to put it all together yet, but happy enough with that.
And we're back here, Hanbury Manor, a place you've got very fond memories. Does it help coming back to a venue where you've played well before?
Definitely, yeah. I mean, I've had some good finishes here on the senior tour and a couple of good rounds when we were here on the regular tour as well. So, yeah, it's always nice to come back to a place you've had some good results on.
What is it about this place that suits you so well or brings out the best in you?
So, you know, some places are just, you know, the shape of the holes seem to suit you and you seem to be on good distances all the time. So maybe read the greens better than you do some other greens as well. So, combination of those, I think.
A few years since we were last here on the Legends Tour. Is the course any different?
Yeah, they've put in a couple of new tees, I think, when the regular tour was here, so I'm hoping they're not going to use them this week. I'm hoping they're going to keep us forward, but it's a bit softer than it has been. Obviously, with quite a bit of rain recently, so it's playing well, though. The greens are good, so looking forward to it.
How much are you looking forward to the PGA Seniors Championship?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I've heard lots of great things about the course. I haven't played it yet, so I can't wait to get there and see what it looks like.
How much do you relish playing in front of a home crowd?
Yeah, I mean, it's always nice to get back to Scotland and play, and hopefully the weather's nice and cold and breezy and sort us out, yeah.
Back to the final round action with the course in magnificent condition. Unfortunately, Gary Orr wasn't able to add to his impressive record at Hanbury Manor this week. This delightful wedge shot set up a birdie on the 9th, but he had to settle for 49th place.
Stephen Dodd couldn't take advantage of the par 5 second as this, his 3rd shot, backed up from the hole and only led to a 5. He parred the 3rd and 4th before making only his 4th bogey of the week at the 5th.
Qualifying school graduate Greg Hutchin knocked it onto the par 5 second in 2. And from there, he 2-putted for the birdie. His first red number of the day. The Scotsman made pars at the next 3.
Bradley Dredge holed this 6-footer for a birdie at the 3rd to reach 10 under par. And the 2-time DP World Tour winner stayed there through 6 holes of his final round.
The leader, Joachim Hegman, stayed at -11 with pars at 2 and 3. He made this important par save to maintain the solo lead on the 4th. It's been a solid start for Hegman, who won last December's MCB Tour Championship Seychelles by 4 shots. Rachel can tell us all about the next hole he's facing.
Hole number 6 at Hanbury is a tricky par 3, 189 yards. Par is a great score on this hole, especially with the wind today, which is straight into. Players need to get the right yardage and hit a slightly lower trajectory. If they don't get their number right, they have trouble at the front with the water. Long, they've got bunkering. Middle of the green is great play, and par is a great score.
And Greg Hutchin will be the first one to have a shy at this in the final group.
Yeah, playing 174 yards from the tee box to the hole today. Pin on the left-hand side. Oh, he's just gone the wrong side of the ridge. Tricky birdie putt coming up for Greg.
You can see the trees in the background. It's been blustery all week and picking the right club has been tricky.
Yes, it has. They've done a great job here with this lake on the left-hand side, tidied it up, removed some scrub, and it's definitely in the player's eye. As you can see, everybody going right of the hole here.
Bradley Dredge forward to the 7th tee. Keep an eye on the TrackMan numbers on this one.
Yeah, bunkers up the left, and there's a plateau fairway and a dip on the right. Oh, he's just got the right side. That's a nice break for Bradley there. Could have found himself behind a tree.
And now Dodd with his tee shot on the par 3, 6th. Can he get it on the right level?
He likes the look of it. I don't think this will be left of the flag. Oh, it was straight at it. One more bounce forward. Good shot there from Doddy.
Oh, Dredge, just a wedge in his hand. He can attack here on 7.
It's a front pin. Not easy just to judge this one right. How about that? Oh, no. Lovely shot from Bradley.
Now, we heard Gary Orr mention the Stayshore PGA Seniors Championship north of the border. Big week, that one coming up, isn't it, on the tour?
Yeah, huge week and a lovely course, new to the Legends Tour for this year. And this is a tricky putt for Heggie. Over the ridge, and it'll go down and break from right to left. Has he judged it? Go on, keep going.
That seemed to put the brakes on pretty quickly. I was expecting that to roll out.
Maybe indicating that it may have bounced when he hit it, I don't know. But the greens have been absolutely fantastic this week. Has Greg learnt anything from that? A little bit closer. Now it comes down the hill and swings to the left. Go on. Maybe that overnight rain just slowed him up a bit, Kit.
Yeah, much better effort from Greg, but both just a touch shy. Definitely not as quick as they were expecting it to be. Had a really good start to life on the Legends Tour, Greg Hutchin. Runner-up at the Jersey Legends, 8th in the Irish Legends as well.
Bradley nice and firm straight up the hill here. We saw the ball spin back. Not much movement in this. Doesn't miss many of those.
And he gets to 11 under par. So a little bit more pressure, not that Joachim Hegman will know it, but on his par putt to come, because it's to stay in a share of the lead. But first, Dodd for his birdie.
Yeah, similar length to the one he holed at the first for birdie. Go on, Doddy. Oh, he knew straight away there he hadn't hit it. Pars don't hurt you, though. And a dangerous hole, safely negotiated.
Dodd has 4 Legends Tour wins. We'll need to find some birdies if he wants to add to that total, but there are chances here. Barry Lane shot 60 on his way to victory in 2017.
This is a tricky one. Joachim's got to strike this just right of centre. Oh, he just pushed it. Didn't go right. You pushed that, Larry. Oh, dear.
So for the first time in what seems like a very long time, going back to early in round 2, Joachim Hegman is not our leader. Greg Hutchin moved to 11 under par courtesy of this 3 on the 7th. But he dropped shots on 8 and the par 5 9th for a level par outward half. Bradley Dredge became the first player to reach 12 under par as he rolled this tramliner home for his 4th birdie of the day on the 8th. The Welshman's stunning surge continued as he closed out a front line of just 31 strokes with 3 red numbers on the trot as this found the bottom of the cup on the par 5 9th. The Legends Tour newbie all of a sudden has a 3-shot advantage at -13 as he heads into the back 9. And we can hear from our leader. He's chatting to Rachel.
Bradley, 3rd event on the Legends Tour, and here we are. How are you feeling?
Yeah, good. Obviously, front 9 really went my way there. 5 under, so good score. Putts were going in and made some good up and downs. So hopefully maintain that now in the back 9.
And it's been blustery all week. How hard is it to get yardage and pick a club?
Yeah, definitely that. It's slightly different wind direction today as well, a little bit more southerly. So you get used to playing, that direction the same way. So it's a little bit of alteration on like some of the tee shots like this one. But yeah, just got to try and be aware of that, plot your way around, and hopefully things go my way.
Simple. Keep playing well, Bradley.
Sounds simple. Thanks. All right. Thanks, Rachel. Cheers.
Thank you.
We'll have more Legends Tour action for you in just a few minutes. Welcome back to the Legends Tour Trophy, hosted by Simon Kahn. Joachim Hegman recorded a much-needed birdie after this cracking pitch released just the right amount at the 9th to get back to 11 under. The double bogey on the 10th halted his progress. Three-time DP World Tour winner Stephen Dodd followed a birdie on 8 with another here at the 9th after this tidy pitch from below the level of the green. He also found trouble on the 10th though with a bogey. As others faltered, Bradley Dredge continued to look comfortable at the top of the leaderboard. This birdie try on 11 burnt the edge, but he tapped in for the par. Mistakes from the chasing pack mean Dredge leads by 4 from a trio of players at 9 under. It's looking like a 4-horse race now, but can anyone catch the leader? And this, Paul, is the 12th hole, par 5, playing downwind today.
Yeah, the bunker on the left-hand side can be carried, but at the drive length there's a huge mound on the right. If that can be negotiated, you've got to thread the second shot between the huge trees and a very narrow entrance to the green.
Just an iron for Dredge's second.
Yeah, negotiated that tricky tee shot, coming up and over the boughs of that tree. Not a narrow entrance for Bradley. What a great shot that is. Sets up an eagle opportunity.
He is on absolute fire at the moment. That's a little look at his career stats. And it was incredibly consistent as well on the DP World Tour. 11 times inside the top 74 on the race to Dubai.
Par 3, 16th, Adilson here. That's a really difficult pin at the front of the green. Oh, well, when you can putt like that, is there any difficult pin positions?
That is absolutely sensational. He's having a brilliant season. Last year's Barry Lane Rookie of the Year winner. Now Dredge for eagle to go to 15 under. This would really put his foot on the throat of the field.
Yeah, good read from Bradley, just overdid it. Right to left. I did play with him down at Royal Porthcawl in the Senior Open, and boy was he impressive. Certainly with this club as well.
Yeah, that was his debut in seniors golf. Finished tied 20th there, tied 19th at the JCB Championship in his second start on the Legends Tour. Canonica to move to 7 under.
Just off the right-hand side, this one. Perfect. There you go. Why have I not been doing that for the first 11 holes, he says.
Yeah, it's been a quiet round for Emanuele, and that reaction tells you all you need to know about how his day's been going.
Always the case when you're playing partners, rolling them in from all over the place.
Jason Norris for birdie now on 18. Started the day on +1. It's been a fantastic round. Paul, you played with him. How impressive was it?
It was really, really impressive. I mean, he kept hitting wedge shots to within a foot and tapping them in. Although this one's for a par on the home hole, but he did play really, really well. Strong player. And young son Bailey there caddying for him. He had a great afternoon as well.
Yeah, 8 birdies, 1 bogey and a 65. That should be enough for a top 10. Now back to the leaders. Greg Hutchin just choking down on this for his second shot into 12.
Yeah, Hutch, that's a big drive he's hit there, and not only is it long, it was straight. Can he get the right club here? Narrow entrance into the front of this par 5 green. Oh, what a shot this is. Go on, keep going. Keep going. Stunning.
Wondrous stuff from Hutchin, and I'm going to go ahead and give him that eagle already. I think I'm very generous to play with. Stephen Dodd, can you match that?
Doddy's a wonderful iron player usually. You won't have been able to see how close that one is from Hutch, but followed suit. Oh, he was unlucky that it just grabbed on the second bounce there. Super shot from Doddy though.
Well, eagle chances there to come, and now Simon Kahn, the tournament host, on the 16th par 3.
Yeah, we did reference what a difficult pin this was, just on the front of the green. 3 sort of different levels on this 16th green, the par 3, and that's going to roll down into the middle layer, and that's where most players were. Even though it was into the wind, it was difficult just to hold it on that top level where the flag is.
Hegman, he's in the green side bunker, up and down from here for a birdie.
Yeah, straightforward bunker shot for the Swede, and he's played it very, very well indeed.
Yeah, tidy stuff for the first ever Swedish player to play in the Ryder Cup back in 1993. The fans enjoying the opportunity to come out and watch their heroes, Ryder Cup players, major winners amongst them. Stephen Dodd, a senior major winner, of course.
Lovely rhythm to that putting stroke there, but he didn't like it at all. Knew he'd started it too far right. Seems frustrated that he's made a birdie.
Yeah, it was funny talking to him after those 8 birdies in the first round. He joked that he sometimes hasn't had that many in tournament weeks this year, so he has been a bit frustrated with his game. A best of tied 11th so far this year in Switzerland, but he will improve upon that today. Simon Kahn to get to 7 under and into the top 5.
Yeah, been a great host for us all this week. He looked after us royally, and his daughter Ruby, she was there also helping Dad out.
Handwritten notes for every player when they arrived as well, incredible.
Yeah, and a nice bottle of wine. Thank you very much, Simon.
Cracking career Kahn has had since turning pro in 1991. Of course, the biggest win, the BMW PGA Championship at Wentworth. A couple of runners-up finishes there as well. Hegman looking to get back to double digits under par.
Straight in here. Nice birdie 4. Make him feel a little better.
Incredible that he missed nearly 2 years of action in 1994, just after his Ryder Cup debut, due to an ice hockey incident.
Yeah, very clumsy. Hutch. This for his eagle 3 after that amazing second shot. Wow, didn't he make that hole look easy?
Hutchin had to make something happen, and he did on 12, so the chasers aren't going away without a fight. And there's a volatile mix of scoring opportunities and danger holes on the closing stretch. Can Bradley Dredge close out his maiden Legends Tour victory at the beautiful Hanbury Manor? Welcome back to the final few holes of the Legends Tour trophy, hosted by Simon Kahn. The tournament host parred the 17th and came agonisingly close to birdie on 18, but it was a final round of 69 for a -6 total. A brilliant effort from Kahn, given all his extra commitments this week as the host.
Jeev Milkha Singh had 3 bogeys on the bounce from the 12th, but he finished well by picking up a shot at 15 and setting up another birdie with this on 17. He signed for a 70.
Gary Marks won on the Legends Tour at Hanbury Manor in 2016. And he completed another good week at the venue with a birdie finish to get to 6 under. A lovely roll on the final hole.
Emanuele Canonica got back to even par for the day with this approach shot, which set up a birdie on the 14th. Wow, look at that. 3 pars followed for the big hitting Italian.
Greg Owen stayed at -6 with pars on 15, 16 and 17. And he secured his best ever Legends Tour finish by holding this 15-foot birdie putt on the final hole. It's great to see the 51-year-old competing on the Legends Tour this season.
Joachim Hegman traded a bogey at 13 with a birdie at 15, and then he was able to save par courtesy of this magnificent bunker shot on the par 3 16th to maintain his slender hopes with 2 holes to play.
Stephen Dodd also bogeyed the 13th to leave himself a mountain to climb to catch the leader. He was unable to mount a challenge as pars at the next 3 holes, including this excellent save at 16, left him too far back.
Greg Hutchin continued his momentum from the eagle on 12 by rolling in this one in for a birdie on 13 to get him briefly within one of the lead before he dropped a shot at the 14th.
Bradley Dredge opened the door with his first bogey of the day at 13, but he righted the ship with pars at 14, 15 and here at 16 after this quality chip shot. Another par at 17 inched him closer to the title, and it's a 2-shot lead, and he only has the relatively straightforward 18th to play. Hutchin or Hegman will need to make something happen on 17 to give themselves a chance, and that's where we find the final group with Dodd playing his approach first.
Yeah, terrific tee shot. Again, a narrow entrance into this 17th green. Pin on the front, middle. Oh, he's played it well, stay there. Left to righter coming up for Doddy and an eagle.
Joachim Hegman might need to move this one a little bit, Paul.
Yeah, just down the left half of this fairway. The trees in front of you cut in, so it's a draw shot, right to left. Oh, he likes it. There's always chatter from Joachim. What's he done with this? Wow.
No wonder he likes it. An absolute stunner, and that is what he's left himself for eagle. Hutchin now. Straighter shot for him.
Yeah, another perfect tee shot. Fairway does tilt from right to left, so easy to draw it. No need to draw the ball here for Greg. Goes straight at it. Oh, he's just turned it a little bit. Now that's going to be awkward.
Just 1 hole to play for our leader, and Rachel can tell us all about it.
18th hole, 391 yards. The tee is just behind me. It's a great chance for birdie for the guys. They can really open up their shoulders on this tee shot to leave themselves with a wedge in. It's a 2-tier green, but it's a great hole for them to pick up a shot.
3 wood for Dredge, Paul. Do you like that play?
I do. The fairway narrows a little bit the further down you go. Bradley's got plenty of power, so the end of this one's only going to be a little pitch in for him, and he looks like he's hit that perfectly. Yes, he has.
Yeah, not far shy of 280 yards with the 3 wood. And now this difficult shot that you mentioned for Hutchin.
Yeah, always difficult when you've got to use the fringe to try and slow the ball down. Wow.
Going in without the marker might be a little bit optimistic, Greg, but a magnificent shot and a chance for birdie nonetheless. Now Dodd for eagle, just putting through the fringe.
Yeah, some left to right in this one, and it's quick running away from him. Go on. Oh, one of those days. Frustration builds.
So it will leave the simplest of tap-ins for the birdie, but as you can see, it, like you say, one of those days. They just haven't dropped for him for the most part.
No, his days will come again for sure.
Forward to Dredge, wind humming, helping him, wedge in hand.
Just around about 110 yards to go, straight downwind, looking for one bounce and then a spin. Oh, what a shot from Bradley.
Used the little ridge that runs through the middle of the green superbly to get it down to about 4 or 5 feet. And he probably doesn't know how significant that could be with these eagle putt upcoming here for Hegman.
He'd certainly know that 17 was an eagle opportunity. Can Larry do it? Yes, he can.
So Hegman, the overnight leader, is back within 1 of the lead on 12 under par. And Hutchin has his birdie putt to get to 12 under as well. Dredge 13 under, but with a birdie putt upcoming on 18. What a finish.
Yeah, just a tickle down the left-hand side. A little bit of break to the right. Go on, go on. Oh, what an up and down that was.
That is sensational from Hutchin. And wow, any one of these 3 could win it now. Long birdie putt for Canonica. Ooh, just having to deal with that ridge early in it as well.
Yeah, frustrating day, and that continues there. That wasn't his finest moment. Oh dear.
It's so difficult putting across those ridges because you can be an inch out at the start and end up a long way out at the end like that.
Yeah, come on, finish this one off. Nobody likes a three putt, certainly on your last green. Oh dear, dear. Ouch.
So a disappointing final round of 73 for Canonica. 7 under par. Dredge. Could this be for the win? 4 feet for the birdie to post 14 under and 2 shots ahead.
Brilliant from Bradley, absolutely brilliant. And no surprise to the fellow pros who's posted such a score.
And barring something incredible, Hegman or Hutchin holding their second shots at 18. That's 66. And this putt will be enough for Bradley Dredge to win the Legends Tour trophy, hosted by Simon Kahn. But never say never. We've seen incredible finishes before. We've seen hole-outs on 18 to win before, Paul.
Well, we haven't, with the players only hitting wedges or sand wedges in. And that pin on the lower level on the right-hand side, we saw how Bradley got it close. What can Joachim do? He'll be talking to it, that's for sure. That's a pretty good effort.
Yeah, nearly, but not quite. Didn't quite get the action down off of that tier that Dredge had got before him. So one last chance to deny Dredge the victory. Hutch also going for a maiden win.
See him trying to get some spin on that, accelerate through the ball. He just tugged it a little bit too far to the left. Disappointing approach, but another good week.
So Bradley Dredge is our champion. And there he is alongside wife Jin, getting the good news from tournament host Simon Kahn. Warm applause though for Joachim Hegman and the rest of this final group making their way up to the 18th green. Now Dodd, who I think just probably wants to get this in the hole as sharp as possible and get out of dodge.
Yeah, hasn't got much room to work with here in the big bank, as you see. Needs a lot of loft. He seems to have played it well. Oh yeah. Made a difficult shot look very easy there, Doddy.
Just great rhythm and hands through the ball, isn't it? So now Hutchin lining up his birdie putt. And this is significant. If one of these two guys can get second alone, it's a big jump in prize money and points for the MCB Road to Mauritius.
3 times winner on the Challenge Tour, Greg. Oh my goodness me. Just a little bit too much pace, but another really, really good week from the Scotsman.
Yeah, it feels like his win is just around the corner. So Hegman for solo second.
Quicker putt this one down the hill. Tickles it forward, will it break? No, it's gone to the right. Oh. Looking at Joey for words of commiseration. They're not coming. Never mind, boss. We'll go again next week.
So Hegman taps in. It is a closing round of 70, 12 under par. Will it be second alone or a share of second? First of all, Stephen Dodd, hopefully just tidying up to stay 10 under par.
Yeah, well done. Good up and down. Some great quality at the top of this leaderboard this week.
He'll be frustrated not to have mounted more of a challenge today, but his best finish of the season so far, plenty to take forwards.
Yeah, 3 rounds under par. Always going to do nicely with doing that.
And Hutchin for his part. And he does finish alongside playing partner Joachim Hegman in a tie for second this week, but they are 2 shots behind our winner, Bradley Dredge. A brilliant performance from Dredge to earn his first Legends Tour title in only his 3rd start on the seniors circuit. Hutchin and Hegman tied second, Dodd 4th. And Dredge received the trophy from tournament host Simon Kahn.
delighted. I played really well first two rounds actually. Tee to green I was good, perhaps my wedge play could have been better, and I didn't make any putts at all first 2 rounds. So spent a bit more time, work on the putts this morning, try to dial in the wedges a little bit, and paid off today. Managed to get the scoring clubs a little bit better, and then I was keeping an eye on the leaderboard and try to just play some of the tougher holes coming in, try to play conservative, and obviously a good shot in the last and made a good birdie in the last.
The win lifts the Welshman to 8th in the MCB Road to Mauritius. Alex Chaker still leads, and Greg Hutchin is into the top 5. What a week it's been at the Legends Tour Trophy, hosted by Simon Khan, with Bradley Dredge announcing himself onto the Legends Tour in style. That's all for this week, but we'll see you next time at the Stay Shore PGA Seniors Championship.